Hey, this is Diane Lee from Teach Pre-K, and I want to show you some of my favorite fairy tale arts and crafts and little fine motor activities because they are super fun, and I know that you will love them. One thing that I do for both Little Bo Peep and Mary Had a Little Lamb, it's like sheep just seem to be, Baba Black Sheep, they seem to be kind of central in fairy tales. So I found a cute sheep clip art, and we just color the sheep and glue cotton balls on it. And that's our little sheep. Super simple, almost no prep, except for copying the sheep. So super easy craft. And also, for some reason, the kids just really love doing this. I mean, they get to make their own sheep. You can have them name their sheep and talk about their sheep. But this is a super fun and easy craft. One thing I used to do for stone soup used to be it used to be a really big deal. We used to really do stone soup. So I would get baggies, and I would cut out, I'm just going to pull this little pot. The kids would then glue them on a cut down paper sack. So I just cut this down a little bit. There we go. And then we would open it up like so. So that's their little soup pot. I would give everybody a stone. So just little rocks that were out around our parking lot. So everybody would put their stone in. And then we have carrots and potatoes and cabbages, and we just use our scissors. It's scissors practice. And we cut them into our soup pot. So you cut your carrots, your potatoes, everything in here, and that's your stone soup. You've got your little rock in there for your stone. You've got your soup pot. Really, really easy. It's easy to cut out potatoes and carrots. Just grab your little scrap bin of construction paper, and you can do onions. You can do any vegetable you think of. So that's super cute for stone soup. I am a big fan of making things to put on the kids' heads, making little hats. So we make crowns, of course. You got to make a crown, and I think we make these for maybe Cinderella when we're doing our Cinderella. No, this is for I think Princess and the Peep. We make her little princess crowns. So we just cut out a little crown shape and a bunch of little construction paper shapes. You could use stick-on gems or stickers. They glue it onto a sentence strip, which will save you a ton of time. I will leave a link to sentence strips down below because this is great. Construction paper, even the big sheets, they don't make a strip big enough to fit around kids' heads. So this will save you a lot of time and a lot of prep using a sentence strip. And we just make their crown. So that is one thing we do for that. When we do Sleeping Beauty, we make Sleeping Beauty's castle out of shapes. So I bring math into our art center. So I will just have a bunch of different shapes. Of course, these are some little teachery examples. The kids don't like anything like this. Oh my gosh, they're hysterical. But we just show different ways that you can put shapes together. And I've got a little baggie of shapes. I'll just have a tray. And all the shapes, every color of square, triangle, circle, oval, will all be on that. And they just pick and choose and make their own shape castle. For Snow White, we make a magic mirror. So this is, I will show you, you need foil. This is a tiny paper plate, like a cake plate. So if you have any extra birthday party cake plates, you can use that. I cover them with foil, and then I've got stick-on gems and stars that we put on the foil, and that is their magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Right here. So they like that, and that extends the story a little bit. I also, for Humpty Dumpty, and I think this template is in my Humpty Dumpty mini lesson, I just have an egg. And what I have them do first is I have them draw jaggedy lines and stuff for the cracks of Humpty Dumpty, and then they paint over it with liquid watercolor. And it won't paint through the crayon because the wax stops the liquid from absorbing, so you get to see Humpty Dumpty's little cracked head. I also love Miss Muffet. So what you're going to see are my spider hats that I made before I started using sentence strips. But for the spider hats, I'd probably use a little strip of black to go on the front. And then they can put as many stick-on googly eyes as they like. And a spider has 8 legs, so it's an exercise in counting. And then I like to accordion fold the legs, and they have this, actually was made for a kid that never took it home. So it was not going to fit my head, but this is the spider hat. And oh my gosh, they love these spider hats. One kid wore his even the next day, which I thought that was adorable. I'm going to show you an old version of the wand I used to make, and then kind of tell you a little bit about what I do just to make it a little bit more fun. Okay, so this is an old magic wand for when I do Cinderella. It is the fairy godmother's wand. So we die cut hearts or stars. This is, of course, a star, and there will be 2 per wand because I like to staple the straw inside. I get curly ribbon, and I just let the kids color them and put glitter on them. I don't know if you can see, this has a little bit of purple glitter. So I had a ton of these clear plastic straws. So this is what I used to use, but I use the cute little paper straws, the polka dot and whatever. In fact, these are my last, I think I had like 5 or 6 of these left. I had a ton. I just ordered some new ones that have like gold, so they're a little bit more metallic. They weren't super expensive. I think it was like $4 or $5 for 100. I will leave a link, an Amazon link in my description for that. But also for this, if you don't have a die cut, I'll see if I can find a star stamper that's big like this, or a heart stamper. In fact, I have a heart stamper that is close to that size. But they love this. This doesn't take a whole lot of time. The only prep is, of course, doing the die cuts or the punching tops. And then they get to pick their curly ribbon, and you just curl it, and they walk around casting spells on everybody. So I do that with Cinderella. And I saved this one for Friday or Thursday for my little guys that only come Monday through Thursday. It's just a fun way to kind of round out the week, and they leave with a fun thing that they can play with, and kind of helps them just remember, you know, all the little fairy tales that we learned during the week. So that's some of the stuff that I do. I will leave links to all of my fairy tale resources, plus the gold straws, and I'll see if I can find that punch, and if there's like a good link for inexpensive stick-on gems for the magic mirror, I'll leave those in my description. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I forgot one of the all-time easiest, most fun crafts that we do. These are Jack's magic beans. And what these are is white lima beans. And I just had these on hand for something else that I do. So what we do, we give them a baggie. And I put in, I'd say maybe 10. This, of course, is more than 10. Lima beans. I spoon in just a teeny bit of paint, and I have them like really mush it around. Then I let them open their bag and kind of go at it with the glitter, like tons of glitter. We close the bag, they shake it up. We spill these beans out on a tray, and I like to have like some wax paper or something down, not regular paper because it will stick, not paper towel because it will stick, but wax paper or like a parchment paper is perfect. And I'll write their name next to their little pile of beans so that when they dry, I'm getting the right beans back to the right kiddos. So we spill them out onto that tray. They dry overnight, and they get their bag of beans in their cubby the next day. And these are Jack's magic beans. We love Jack and the Beanstalk in our classroom. My magnet board is a whole story retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk that I made a long time ago. And we watch the Silly Symphonies Jack and the Beanstalk on YouTube during class time. And I don't know if it's Silly Symphonies. It might be another one, but I know if you if you search that, you'll find the cartoon that I'm thinking of. But there's so many different versions, and they just are fascinated with that story because, you know, this little guy's the hero. But anyway, thanks so much. Sorry I forgot that one before. One of these days I will actually do this right. Who knows? Probably not.